Hi, my name is Mendoza and I'm going to be doing my presentation today on Claudette's Zepeda. The reason I decided to choose Claudette as my hidden figure today is because not only is she an executive chef, but she made it this far by being a proud Chicana and taking her culture everywhere she went with her. Claudette was raised in the kitchen. Basically, she spent a lot of time with her mother learning recipes, just sticking by her, whether it was on top of a stool, just watching over what her mother was doing. She discovered that food is very versatile. You're able to be very open with it, explore, be creative, and just bring out your own person, define who you are, and define other people as well, all at the same time in just a simple dish. Claudette was originally born in San Diego, but she was raised in Tijuana. This to her meant that she had to completely assimilate. Not only once but twice, as when she was younger, obviously she maybe didn't have that mentality to comprehend what was going on around her, but she definitely felt that she was out of place in doing so. Moving from San Diego to Tijuana and then from Tijuana back to San Diego to Imperial Beach was definitely a shift for her. Many different occasions in her life has she felt that she wasn't ni de aquí ni de allá, como se puede decir, just because she didn't feel completely from here, from the US, and didn't feel completely from Mexico, because she carried those two branches of customs and practices, traditions with her. I felt that that was what I related to the most, as I myself was born in Mexico and I was brought over here at 4 years old, and I had to assimilate and become this new person in this new environment around me. I didn't recognize what was going on at first, as I was like the only Spanish speaking student in my class going into kindergarten, but later on I comprehended that I was different from everyone else and I had to learn a little bit harder, try a little bit harder, but in the end it definitely has its compensation. This is the poster I decided to add on. We got this just because it's just the motivation and the energy that she gave off as I was reading and learning all about her. Just the very motivating energy that she gave, and how she always ensured that her culture was demonstrated. As you can see, she's proudly Mexicana. No shame in it at all. And I love how she mentioned that no matter where you go, there definitely is a center for everywhere, and to her it was the mercado, so I decided to include a mercado in here as well, because it definitely is the center and the heart of every community. You definitely see how everyone and everything moves. I also just wanted to show her in her greatest in her cooking as well, because that's what she does best, and I definitely wanted to demonstrate that as well. As I said, one of her best dishes is her tacos, her barbacoa and her birria, and she makes it into tacos, and I believe that that is just amazing. Again, I included the little ni de aquí ni de allá for the same reason, just because she definitely emphasizes and includes different cultures as well, not just her own, but involves how, like, in different cultures you're not able to completely be from one place or from another, just because there's just so much variation and so much opportunity to branch out. I also wanted to demonstrate how her center basically is food, and I wanted to demonstrate that clearly as I put it in the center. Overall, I'm just taken away by Claudette and everything that she had to do in her life to get to where she was. I definitely feel like she's a strong and powerful woman. She definitely inspired me to not only become a better version of myself, but push others to get there as well. She reminds me that I should not be ashamed of who I am, but carry it proudly with me wherever I go. As she stated in one of her interviews, she says how at one point she just felt like she could no longer take it, and she just took off to Mexico. And in being in Mexico, she was told that you will always be led back to the place where you belong, and that's where she felt that she belonged in Mexico, and belonged knowing everything that she had to know about food. And this is how she later became a cultural anthropologist via her food, because she was so impassioned by it that she had to know everything about it. She had to know everything about Mexico, everything about where the food originated from, and I just find that to be so beautiful. So this is just an image of her restaurant. I find it so spectacular. That is just amazing. Like, I can only imagine what it must be like for her to look at this every single time that she walks in and think back to when she was younger and only was dreaming about this moment. This is honestly what really inspired me, just looking at this myself and imagining myself there, honestly. I can only say that I wish the best for all the other entrepreneurs and everyone else who is also a a cultural anthropologist as herself. I definitely feel like she really took pride in that title and she made it there and she's making it happen. Again, I'm just taken away by all this, and I really appreciate everyone for watching this presentation, and I hope to share more with you guys soon.